Hey, welcome back to another RSG stream. I'm Ranger J 1999. Welcome back to another lunch stream. What is a lunch stream? That's where we just hang out with you wonderful people during your lunch break, so you have something to listen to for your listening pleasure as we make fools of ourselves, do roster reviews, answer your questions, and basically just cut the rug and have a good time. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody in the chat. You know, I didn't even have my damn chat open. I am all over. I'm just not with it today. But joining me, of course, is the crew, the normal lunch crew that you guys have all come to know and love. We've got our boy Grim.
I have pants.
That's right, and he wears them too. Also joining us, who's also, I don't know if he's pantless or not, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman.
Do you really want to know?
Not really, no. All the way across the pond, we've got Mr. Mike Hunt, who I know is wearing pants because he just got home.
Oi, oi, Savaloi.
That's right. And he's impersonating Turbo today. Also join us is Xylo Takedown.
What's up?
What's going on, homie? And, of course, back briefly. He's been busy. He's got a lot of schoolwork. I understand that because I've been turning in papers and doing my schoolwork as well. The one and only Sanely Red, who will be skipping up your questions today. Sanely, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Good to be back on.
That's right. We're glad to have you back. So the way the lunch stream works, give me a second here. My YouTube's being stupid. 1 second. I'm sure
they made the shade of green darker on the YouTube chat for the VIPs.
Did it?
Yeah. It's a shade of green darker. I don't know why I'm noticing it, but they made it darker.
And
I don't know if I like
in
it.
Chat, they made the what now? Green?
Yeah. The green text for the sponsors, so like the people sponsoring us when they're typing, the green is a darker shade of green.
Okay, so
it is darker.
Who cares, Finn? For Christ's sakes!
Yeah, I can see it.
You made me think about that. I can no longer not. I mean, that is part of my life. Oh, damn it!
Now it's gonna bother you, right? Because now they made the green just darker.
I'm just gonna find you and punch you in the face. See, there's consequences. Good Lord. So another slow stay. Nothing really going on. I don't know what we're gonna talk about today. I mean, not much happened. Oh wait, there's this thing called the bounty hunter rework. Oh yeah, that happened. We've got the notes on it. We're going to break it down now. We're trying to. I don't know how much questions we're going to get to today because we're going to briefly cover the bounty hunter stuff. Probably get into it. We're going to do 2 roster reviews. It's what a will wants week, so it's what a will wants, what a will needs. So we're going to do a couple rosters today of one we're going to have really fun with. Masu has submitted his. My day has come, Finn. Revenge is mine. So we're going to be reviewing him and another one, I forgot the name, but we will cover both of them here, and then we'll try to get your questions.
Shadow for you, 2 and B.
Thank you. So we're going to get to that. So let's talk about the Ye Old Bounty reworks. That came out. So let's talk about this. Who's got the notes on this? Grim, you got those, right?
I posted it in Skype.
RSG, prepared as always.
Yeah, I thought we were better prepared.
Interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Reddit.
Yeah.
But if you have questions, get them in. Soon we'll scoop them up. We'll try to get to them, but there's a lot to cover today. So if we don't get to your questions, of course, you can always go to the Discord. Of course, if you want to support us, make sure you give us the thumbs up, subscribe. If you'd like to donate, you can. Super Chat's on the bottom. And then we've got the sponsorship button up top, $4.99 a month. And then, there's all the mechanics. Let's get to the bounty hunter stuff. Grim, start us off, my friend.
See, this is what happens when I wear pants.
It's not my fault you decided to not go commando.
Let's see here.
Listen, that's on you, buddy.
Okay, I don't.
That's a pun too, because the pants really are on him, right?
It's like a haiku, Finn.
No, it's a pun.
A haiku.
Pun.
I don't like puns. I like haikus.
Okay, here they
Japanese.
are. Sorry,
you don't
about
have
that.
the syllables counted for a haiku.
Your version of a haiku is different than mine.
There's only one definition of a haiku.
Not in my world.
Isn't it
You're
a poem
living
that
in
doesn't rhyme?
Yes, it's a poem that doesn't have to rhyme, but there's a structure to the syllables. Ranger's giving it to the fact that Grim's not wearing pants. I don't understand.
It's ironical, Finn, you knucklehead. I was being facetious.
Why are you using
Went
big
right
words?
over your head.
I don't like all these big words.
Well, you're a doctor. Get used to it. Damn it, you prescribe all kinds of big word stuff.
You say facetious, and I think something else completely different that isn't appropriate.
See, I think something different when you say haiku. So there we are. What are you gonna do about it, Dr. Finn?
Touche, good sir.
Oh.
Touche.
I know that you know that I know that you know that I know you know. What? Touche.
Okay, I have it now.
Okay, good.
Okay, we're gonna look at IG-88 first. For his rework, his basic will remain unchanged. His AoE turns into a 3-turn target lock on critical hit, just like Imperial Probe Droid's target lock.
Mm-hmm.
It says his leadership adds a contract for bounty hunters. Score crits against debuffed enemies 10 times. Bonus plus 25% offense and potency. His unique is recover 50% health when damage a target locked enemy, plus 20% offense for each. Good lord, this dude doesn't know how to spell. For each debuffed enemy, plus 20% evasion for each target locked enemy. Possible Zeta, while IG-88 is active, target locked enemies can't recover health or protection.
Sick.
That's a really nice one right there.
IG-88, man, they made him a beast. Jesus. You just look at that, you're like, oh my God in heaven.
And here's the payout for the contract. For the rest of the battle, IG-88's critical hits reduce enemies' tenacity by 10%, stacking.
God.
Attacks ignore 50% defense of target-locked enemies, and plus 25% offense if there is an enemy with a target lock. That's
well,
pretty
that's the
nice.
end of the game, everybody. Let's just shut up.
Well,
close it down.
okay.
Let's
so
lock
let
it
me
up.
ask a question.
We're going home. That's it. That's it.
Let me ask a
game's
question
over.
about these reworks, though. The payouts only come if you kill the character with the contract with that character, right?
No.
So
not all the contracts require killing. Like his contract only requires you to score a crit on debuffed enemies 10 times.
Right. So a couple AoEs and you're oh my God.
interesting.
Oh, nasty. Just nasty.
Okay, the next one is Boba Fett. Let's see here. It says his basic and special remain unchanged. Execute gains if it doesn't defeat a target, inflict healing immunity for 1 turn.
Ouch.
That's pretty nice.
That's very, very nice. So not only can you debuff a taunting tank, then you can put healing immunity on him. Oh my God.
Yeah. And Boba's contract is defeat the first enemy that takes a turn. All bounty hunters gain plus 25% tenacity for the rest of battle.
Jeez.
And for the payout, Boba Fett gains 100% turn meter and plus 50% speed, and also gains triple defense penetration.
That's disgusting.
It doesn't say plus 50%. It's plus 50 speed.
Oh, did I say percent? I apologize.
Well, even plus 50 speed. Good God.
That's still a
Here,
lot of
Bubba, you're
speed.
really fast. Have some more speed. Oh, God. Man, when they said they were
Here's one I
reworking
haven't
bounty
seen
hunters, they were not farting around. Jesus.
The next one's Greedo.
Una chulo solo sanchitele. Oh, you got to hear Finn's version. Finn, good to yours.
Razana Balula Wookie Nipple Pinchy.
Oh, God.
Did anyone else see Banter posted? I don't know whether this is real or not, but
we're gonna know in 2 hours.
Birth control pills in German, anti-baby pillen.
I think that's like their
Awesome.
bras. Like their bras are called "Hold 'em from flopping."
Well, what do you call a constipated German?
What's that?
Far from pooping.
Oh, I see what you did there. It's funny because it's German and it's poop.
I like, what do you call an Indian who's locked out? Can't get in.
Oh,
Finn's over there steaming.
man.
Like, how dare you?
No, it's true.
All right, what's next?
Oh, Jesus. Greedo is the next one. His basic has 70% chance to gain potency up for 1 turn. And when attacking an enemy with a TD, what the hell is a TD? With tenacity down, or thermal detonator, yeah. This attack has plus 25% critical damage. Okay, sorry, TD means thermal detonator for this one. This dude doesn't know how to spell. Good lord. Special 1 gains plus 25% turn meter when each of his thermal detonators explodes. That's nice right there.
That's really nice.
His second special, Zeta, all allies crit chance up for 2 turns. Reduce target enemy's turn meter by an amount equal to Greedo's critical chance. Unresistible. So, unresistible turn meter removal. That is beautiful.
Ooh.
And Greedo gains the turn meter removed. If target foes are greater than 20% turn meter, stun them. Dispel all buffs on target enemy and cannot be evaded. Wow. I like that one.
Makes him kind of maybe worth the 9 trillion stun cuffs that he needs to gear up.
Yeah.
That might be a slight exaggeration.
And let's see here. His contract says damage an enemy with less than 50% turn meter 10 times with a basic. The bonus is all bounty hunters have plus 50% critical damage for the rest of the fight.
God.
And his payout is plus 50% health steal, plus 25% critical damage, and plus 75% counter chance.
Ah! Jesus.
Greedo just became a good character.
You think? That's why I was holding back on gear and stuff, because I wanted to see what the bounty hunter reworks were before I did anything. You can see that I've got a lot of gear. I can gear these up. I should start doing 88, but I want to see what they were going to be, because I'm like, well, what if they're underwhelming? I don't want to invest and stuff like that until I see it, but holy buckets of batter!
Did Sam get anything? Did I miss that?
No, it's going to be, I think it was the OG4, or right? It was Boba Fett, IG-88, Greedo. Was Dengar a part of this? We're getting to him, right?
Yes.
And then Bossk is being introduced, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's continue on.
Okay, the next one is Dengar. This is the cool one. His basic stays the same. Blast and Smash gains plus 75% chance for speed down. If they are less than 50% turn meter, they are stunned.
Is that these are Omega abilities, right, or Zetas?
I think they're Omegas. Let me double check.
I think these are Omegas. Okay, go ahead.
Let's see here. Where was I? His micro grenade thingy. Additional 2 damage to 2 random enemies. Can gain stealth if enough crits. Inflict 1 thermal detonator per bounty hunter on a random enemy and cannot be countered. So I guess they're following what we were talking about, you know, with Grande and you guys on let's see here, a couple weeks ago, about hopefully they keep the thermal detonator mechanic for bounty hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they're building on it now.
Mm-hmm.
New leadership. Bounty hunters have plus 50% health steal, and all enemies have minus 50% critical damage.
That's Dengar's leadership?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Unique Zeta. When he gets hit, seems like self-preservation. So I'm guessing he gains stealth whenever he gets hit. And then when he is stealthed, enemies can't gain stealth. Dengar recovers 3% health and protection when one of these effects is triggered. That's really nice.
That's sick.
Good counter to R2's, stealth in the entire team, and you can't really do anything about it. Okay, Dengar's contract. Damage the healthiest enemy 10 times. Bonus, all enemies have minus 20% offense, and this works on raid bosses.
God. These guys are going to be sick in the Sith raid. You guys realize this, right?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. And the Dengar's payout for the contract is plus 25% offense, plus 25% speed, and when stealthed, he has a 60% chance to assist bounty hunters' specials.
Because I'm listening to these specials, right? The contracts. And I mean, in Arena, it'd be really hard to get these off, right? But
I don't know.
some of them will be, right? Because like damage this person 10 times with the basic, that kind of thing. But in a raid, oh my God!
Right?
Bounty Hunter just became raid viable, big time.
Oh, the best one is saved for last.
Yes, let's get into the best.
Here he is, Bossk.
Oh.
Scoundrel bounty
Shut up,
hunter
Finn.
tank. His basic, guaranteed to crit, deals double damage to the weakest enemy. I'm guessing weakest means lowest HP.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 specials. The first one, stun for 1 turn. All bounty hunters assist at minus 60% damage. If target is weaker, reduce assisting bounty hunters cooldowns by 1.
Oh God!
Oh, good lord. His second special, dispel all debuffs on himself. It says 50% health. I'm guessing he heals himself for plus 50% maybe.
God.
Gain frenzy and taunt for 3 turns. Bounty hunters get offense up for 2 turns.
Nice.
That's a very nice taunt.
Oh.
And he has a leadership with a Zeta.
Mm.
All bounty hunters plus 50% protection and tenacity. Bounty hunters gain 100% defense while at full health. Whenever an enemy resists or suffers a whenever an enemy resists or suffers a debuff, all bounty hunters recover 5% health and protection.
Good God!
Wow.
And he has a contract, which is part of his leadership.
Of course it is.
Damage the lowest health enemy 10 times. All bounty hunters gain plus 50% speed for the rest of the battle.
What? Yeah, it raids. Goodbye, Sith raid. Yeah, it's done.
And his payout, he recovers 5% health and protection when he starts his turn. Half that when another bounty hunter starts their turn.
I may invest in Bossk here. I mean, that is sick.
That's awesome.
Holy!
I am glad I saved
forgot-
a Zeta.
You forgot his unique Zeta.
Oh, I'm getting to it.
God.
His unique with a Zeta, plus 50 defense, plus 50% max health, and gains plus 50% health steal when attacking buffed enemies.
Oh!
When he loses taunt, he gains taunt for 1 turn if the weakest enemy has protection.
Oh! God! Oh my God!
Wow.
I wonder what part of that is the Zeta, though. I'm not sure if I see the losing taunt, gaining taunt thing happening a lot. So if that's a Zeta, it may not be worth the Zeta. Because normally you focus fire things down and they lose their protection. So if the weakest one doesn't have protection, you're not gaining taunt anyway. So
I think it's plus 50 speed again, not 50%. I don't think they would give 50% speed.
On this one, it actually does say 50%.
But there's no speed on the unique.
Wow.
It's defense, max health, and then health steal.
Oh, man.
But I mean, on the contract, it says all bounty hunters get plus 50%.
Yeah. On the contract part. Yeah, not the unique Zeta.
Right.
Yeah, I'm wondering what part of the unique is a Zeta. Because you may not even need a Zeta for him on the unique. You may just need a leader one, depending on...
I'm guessing the one is... His Zeta is when he loses taunt, he gains taunt. Because that's pretty much... That's like old Ben's Zeta. Old Ben's Zeta as he regains taunt.
Well, goodbye, nice sisters. Hello, bounty hunters. All right, well, we're going to be...
I'm glad I saved a Zeta.
Yeah, I did.
Well, this is you don't see this as a bad condition. I mean, old Ben's doesn't have one. This one is he gains taunt for one turn if the weakest enemy has protection. So it prevents an initial taunt removal.
That's good, though.
Late game, it's not going to really matter. I don't know if this is worth the Zeta.
Well, I still think it's amazing, right? Especially...
the ability as a whole is... But not for a Zeta.
Paul Morgan just noted $2. He said, "Are there any towels left for Ranger?" I mean, yeah, I need some. Telling myself off from all the nerd sweat that just came off of me.
That says that the 50% is a typo and it's supposed to be plus 50.
Well, that's still good.
It's still really good. I mean,
yeah.
I'm still seeing the bounty hunters. I mean, I'm their contracts are not going to be for arena, right? I mean, maybe someone will figure it out, but 10 turns is a lot to do those kind of things, right? But I think in raids, I still think they might be arena viable now with all these abilities and stuff. But, oh my god, in raids? Good. Can you imagine this going?
They said that these are designed to be PvE characters.
Do you think?
That's what they are.
Those Wampas are in deep trouble in the Darkside territory battles. It's like, oh, look, they're Wampas. Oh, isn't that sweet?
I'm thinking about, pairing Imperial Probe Droid and IG-88 for the arena, man. Oh. But no one can heal health or protection or gain buffs.
That's true, but I just think, depending on what their speeds are, we're going to have to look at their speeds comparison to other meta teams, right? Because I don't know if these are all great abilities, but if you're getting crushed, it doesn't matter, right? And I think you're going to need Bossk as a tank taunt to make them really work, right? Because if if he's not in there as a part of it, they can do what they can do is amazing. But if you don't have a tank in there, they're going to get smoked, right? Because they are still squishy. I mean, but good God, man, they were not messing around.
Yeah, this is definitely paid stuff for sure. But I mean, look at into the team in general. This could be like a phase 1 team for Nihilus now free to play.
This could be any phase. Just God.
Well, I'm also thinking it might. I mean, under Bossk's lead, even for squishy bounty hunters, they're not going to be that squishy because of that, pretty much double defense when they're at full health.
Yeah.
And that regen and health and protection every time somebody gets a debuff.
Oh my God!
I mean,
open up all
put Vader on there with them just as the healer.
Oh God! Bounty hunters, I need you. No disintegrations.
Do you have any towels left, Ranger?
No disintegrations.
What's that?
Do you have any towels left?
Oh, I've got.
Morgan just
I have
donated
a plethora of towels. Don't worry, I will be fine. What's important is the bounty hunters right now. All right, so we will break this down further, I'm sure, in tomorrow's stream. That'll be quite a lot. There's so much to discuss tomorrow's stream, Finn. I don't know. Oh Lord, it's gonna be a long stream.
We're
what would tomorrow? Be awesome?
Huh?
If they drop this for tomorrow.
Well, isn't the bounty hunter stuff coming out today?
Well, the videos from the Game Changers are. We have no idea when exactly these bounty hunters are actually dropping.
That's true.
It would be awesome if they dropped for tomorrow's patch. Then you'd have a whole lot to talk about.
Well, either it's coming this Thursday or it's coming on May 4th.
That could be
Also-
yeah.
Yeah. Also, look at the gap right now between the events that we have, from today and the next 2 days, I believe it is.
It's not.
So
It hasn't been
village right
updated,
there.
so I mean, well, that doesn't really say much. I mean, it's hard to construe if that's necessarily the case. It's a good observation, though, but I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Sweet butter crumpets.
I mean, wow.
Your sweet butter crumpets is here now. Yes, may I help?
No, Grande, that's wrong. Look, everybody, it's the French tickler, the chicken chaser himself, Grande Happy Patron.
See, now, if they were to do this type of stuff with the Jedi rework, when they redo Jedi, oh my god, it's going to be amazing.
Nope, Ewok says
Okay.
it's this Wednesday.
Hold on. People in the comments are saying that the bounty hunters are going to drop this Wednesday, according to the Galactic War Report.
All right. Well, that's science.
Cool.
All right.
Interesting times.
It is interesting times. Grande, we're kind of left a little speechless here. What are your thoughts on just the overall what you saw from the bounty hunter rework?
You might want to re-ask him because he dropped out there for a second. when you
Oh,
asked him
he's
the question.
chasing chickens. I guess he's got other priorities.
Sorry.
Grande, what are your thoughts when you saw this bounty hunter stuff?
When I saw what? Say it again. Sorry.
When you saw the new bounty hunter reworks and stuff, what were your thoughts? General
I haven't
thoughts.
seen them yet. I've just heard them.
Oh,
Have you actually seen them?
yeah, we just read them out loud during the stream. Well, we know what Grande's not paying attention to us anymore.
They're not in games.
No. I heard them on a podcast.
Yeah, somebody basically wrote out the Galactic War report.
Yeah. So I listened to that this morning.
It's
Save a Zeta, bro. Maybe 2. That's what I think. And then wait. And don't be an early adopter. Wait like 36 hours.
yeah.
And then after you've waited 36 hours and you're not an early adopter, then we can all figure out what the right one is.
Yeah.
Let some of those other weird people do all that stuff.
Why are they got to be weird?
Well, I'm just saying there are some people that are quick to make assumptions and quick to, make a Zeta and then realize it wasn't the best choice. Let them do all that stuff, so just wait. It appears like there's 1 and maybe 2 of them that I would say are going to be important, but I think it's a little too early to say. We've had characters like this before that looked freaking awesome on paper, and then we get all said and done, and they're not that great, right? It's not that important of a Zeta. So that's why I'm cautiously optimistic on 2 of them. Does that make sense?
That's why I asked your opinion.
Yep, Grande's a hater.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, he's a hater. That's true.
I'm a hater. Cautiously optimistic. 'Cause I'm a hater.
Grande's favorite drink is Haterade.
My favorite
Ouchie
drink-
Dumpling. Ouchie Dumpling says Top Hat actually said marquee. Bossk and his marquee won't be available till a very special holiday.
So it looks like
May the 4th.
Yeah, so May the 4th they'll drop Bossk, but until then, they'll put out the new bounty hunter stuff. Okay.
Didn't I say that the bounty hunters probably wouldn't go live in April, and for us to quit saying crap has to happen in a certain month? I think I said that at one point.
Well, they're saying they're dropping the bounty hunter stuff tomorrow, just that Bossk won't be coming until May 4th. God damn it, Grande, pay attention.
I am paying competition. And if it pushes
who's making the hold on, Grande? Who's Mike? Is that your beard on the mic again, doing all that squeaky, scratchy, screechy stuff?
Okay, yes, I'll say it was my beard.
Oh God.
he has a really long mustache.
What is that?
Either that or it's Ruffles potato chips.
Yeah, it's a bag of chips. What kind of chips do you think, Mike?
Well, actually, in England they call them crisp. I think they're called crisp.
Yeah,
right?
crisps.
Salt and vinegar, mate. It's got to be salt and vinegar.
Okay.
Because over there chips are fries, right?
Chips are chips and crisps are crisps.
Crisp.
Yeah, crisps. We call crisps what you call chips, and what you call fries we call chips.
So then, what do you? So then, the thing that we think of as fries, what do you call anything fries?
Only if you go to a McDonald's.
No. But is there anything in the? Is there any kind of food or condiment that you'd say hey, give me some fries? If someone said that, I mean, would you get like chicken nuggets or something?
No, you just get a blank look.
Oh, you just
would you
say?
Yeah, there would be a vacant look at you saying.
They give you a tomato, Grande. They give you a tomato.
That's right.
So you know, Mike, this is interesting. I have a life lesson equivalency. So I live in rural America. However, there is a part of America that's even more rural than I am. There's a place where they don't even serve chips or fries, or crisps, as you guys like to call them. And I remember we went to this little restaurant, little hole-in-the-wall restaurant, middle of nowhere, two-way intersection, middle of nowhere, and it's called Burgers. It's called Ann's Burgers. We walk into Ann's Burgers, and I said, "Great, what's on the menu?" And she said, "We only serve one thing. We serve cheeseburgers. They don't serve hamburgers. They don't serve grilled cheese. All they serve is cheeseburgers all the way. You got to pick off whatever you don't like. They only serve them with mayonnaise." And you don't, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, great. Well, we'd like something to drink." And she says, "Well, great." And I'm like, "I think I want a beer." And she goes, "Great. What kind?" And I said, "Well, what do you have?" And she says, "Well, we have all kinds of beer." And I was like, "Great. I'll take a Sam Adams." Right? I'll take a Sam Adams. And she says, "We don't have that here." And I was like, "Well, then can you please tell me what you got?" And she tells me, "We have every kind of beer. We have Bud, we have Bud Light, we have Coors, we have Coors Light, we have Miller, and we have Miller Light. We have all the beers."
This has been Useless Stories with Grande Patron in rural America.
Yeah. As you're telling me that, I'm thinking that you're going to go into the. I'd like to buy some cheese from Monty Python.
Yeah.
It's a little bit runny.
I'm telling
It's
you.
wafer thin, sir.
We have all the beers. Great. What do you sell? I'll take a Sam Adams. I mean, how much more American can you get than Sam Adams? No, we have Coors Light, Miller Light.
Harry, what do you think about Grande going after Sam Adams instead of Bud?
I think he was a great president, but I have no idea why he's talking about beer.
There was down on the south.
Hey, Grande!
They were doing Rusty Ferret beer.
There's only one beer. The king of beers, Budweiser. What kind of communist are you, Grande? Talking about rural America and Samuel Adams. Who has a president for lunch? I prefer beer that comes in a metal can the way God intended. Budweiser.
You can get Guinness in a can. Hey, you can get Guinness in a can with the little nitro balls.
Well, it's been a great show.
You'll
Thanks
get
for Grande for being on. We got to move on to other
like
things like roster reviews.
Roster review.
Yes. So today we have a couple roster reviews. First one, we're doing Shadow for You to NV's profile, and Finn's going to tell us
We're doing 2 in 1.
Yeah,
we're doing 2 because it's whale week.
Actually, what we're doing is we're reviewing Shadow's roster, and then we're gonna laugh at B Masu.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. He's
so this is what we told you guys was going to be whale roster review week. Yesterday we had a lot of questions, so you guys didn't do a roster review, but we're reviewing a couple of whale rosters today. And you'll see why they're whale rosters. And so for those of you guys that aren't at that level, like me, you can sit there with envy, just like his name says, shadow for you to envy, right? So have fun envying the roster. And you can just kind of see the rosters. And so every one thing Grande has mentioned, and I know Loki has mentioned this too before, the one thing to be careful about, a lot of people, even though they spend a lot of money in this game, they may not be building properly. And so at least Shadow is hitting rank 1 and 2, so he looks like he's in a rotation for Arena, and he's hitting where he needs to.
Yeah,
so
3.6 million GP. So what are we trying to do for Shadow?
So he's wondering what character that he has that is gear 11 or less should he focus on next.
Well, let's look, shall we?
So that aren't gear 11, sorry. So gear 10 and below.
What a whale wants. What a whale. Jesus, how many gear 12s does he have? Oh my god. Well, okay. So
scroll all the way down to the bottom range.
What in the hell? My god.
So this is how the people up top live.
Well, I'm looking. Let me see. Jesus. Well, if I can find one that's not gear 11 or higher, let me look. Okay, so far, no. Okay, yes. Jesus. All right, well, Hermit Yoda's 1. God. He's only gear 10. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, Hermit Yoda.
Slacker.
Visas Mar isn't 7-star yet, so very disappointed in you.
Well, I mean, what the hell? Jaw Engineer's only gear 10, so it's Pablo.
Yeah.
Zam's only 10.
Yeah, you want to get Sam up.
I would say Pow also. Pow was actually really good for the Chex Mix team for the offense up. I'm sure
I see his I mean, a lot of these characters, I understand why they're not gear 11. It's like,
yeah, I would say Pow.
You could go with Ewoks. You know, I'm looking at his Ewoks. They're only gear 10. If he wants to invest in a really good team, he could go Ewoks from what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, I'd say definitely good.
The only character he doesn't have yet is Darth Raya. Wow.
Put a ticket in and get a refund on Evekoff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. You must have listened to Finn. Yeah, I would say get your bounty hunters up. I mean, we know that the bounty hunter work is coming, so we can get Greedo and all those guys up. And then I would say Ewoks. Those would be the ones, because you already have a couple that are gear 11. Golly. What? No, he only has a couple. Wicked.
It's only 9.
Oh my god.
He could work on his Jawas a little bit for the Sith raid.
I guess.
They don't work too well in Heroic, though.
No. But some of his Ewoks are already gear 11, so just get the other ones gear 11, like Low Grey Wicket.
He's got a weak Chopper.
Popla's gear 9.
You can get that sorted.
Chopper, yeah, you can get Chopper.
Couple of pills.
Chopper, Pow. I would get Super Commando up just because you get for his ship, because it's a decent ship.
Special Forces is there too.
Gar needs sorting out as well.
First Order Executioner's gear 11, but he's 5 stars. I'm pretty sure he's working on that.
Special Forces also has a ship in gear 10, so that's somebody he can push up to. So
yeah,
there you go. You have a few choices now, Shadow.
Wow, what a roster!
All right, and now
I'm not impressed. He doesn't have any of his ships at 100%.
Oh wow.
I'm just joking.
This is called and he's in Team Instinct. I knew who this was. I was like, God damn it.
It's an impressive roster, I must say.
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with a 3.6. So yeah. All right.
Unless you look at Grande's roster, and then you're like, Grande's poop.
Grande's coming up. Grande put himself on the roster.
Did he really? Oh my god, we're going to destroy Rock.
What? You put yourself on the roster review queue, just so you know, Grande.
I mean, really? Whatever
that was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, I know. We're catching up. Where do you think we are?
Are you kidding? We're actually... Don't tell me I'm this week, man.
Yeah, you are. This is Whale Week.
Oh, dang. We're actually going to review my roster. Okay. Great.
All right. Let's start ripping through Bimasu's roster now.
Okay. So the first thing about Bimatsu is... We need to address this. Bimatsu. Quit hoarding Zetas, you mutant!
So, can he confirm that he actually has 8 Zetas?
No,
just
that's science.
Upset in his guild.
Yeah. He has
He's
8
guild
Zetas ready to-
like
Yeah.
why?
He showed me screenshots before. I saw a screenshot one time with 80 plus on it, and that was months ago.
One of the ones he showed off quite a while back, he had like 140 Zeta materials.
Yeah.
So
I'm telling you, the guy, I mean, unless he's a really quick photoshopper, which is not typically Rimatsu's strong suit, I'm going to tell you it's legit. He's got 7 Zetas.
He does. He's a hoarder.
Yeah. He's waiting for that Sam Wessel Zeta.
Apparently.
Me too.
It's one of his favorite characters.
All right, so he's wanting to know, Bimasu wants to know what other teams he can look at for the Sith raid that he already has, Jedi Training Raid, Troopers, Night Sisters, and Chex Mix. And then where he can use his Visa Smar in the Sith raid once he's done with her.
Well, that's an easy one. Put her with the Jedi Training Raid team, phase 1.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yep.
With the healing and assist.
Update. Bimasu says he's at 194 math, so he has 9 Zetas, almost 10 Zetas.
God in heaven. Bimatsu, you're a sick bastard.
one thing I can say is work on your bounty hunters.
Let's look at his
I don't
characters.
know yet. I'm going to tell you to be cautious.
Bimatsu Bimatsu could put a couple Zetas on and still have a plethora of Zetas, Grande. What are you
He
saying?
can get a full First Order team. If he's looking for another
and he could do
Sith raid
First
team
Order and Bounty
for
Hunters and be like,
points.
aha, I still have Zetas.
Yeah, I would say it's actually probably worth it. So if you're looking for another Sith raid team, it'll also help you in territory wars. I'm heading to your First Order right now, but a First Order, like a crew... Oh, no, you have crew Zeta'd already.
Both Zetas?
Yeah, he's at 99%. So yeah, he's missing 1 piece at gear 12. So his crew is done. His First Order has a Zeta. Yeah, First Order Stormtrooper has a Zeta. His First Order TIE Pilot has a Zeta. Yeah, so it looks like his First Order is actually done. So he has that.
We can get that team's
They're
out
pretty
of the way.
darn close to being done.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's got Palp done.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Well, his Palp is 75% without a Zeta on his lead. Yeah, so Zeta on your Palpatine would definitely bring you like a whole new squad that you can use in the game. It's a simple Zeta too. You don't need the one. You don't need his unique. You don't need Vader's unique. Nope. You don't need anything else.
One
Just
Zeta makes it all work.
one Zeta. Another one is if you want to improve your Jedi Training Ray team, you could consider putting one on Scavenger Ray. It's not like a really necessary.
He's holding 7. Come on, the guy's doing solid 100% useful ones. Don't give him some niche crap. Let's actually give him.
I know, but he's not doing anything with them. He's almost up to 10 Zetas, Grande. 10.
I'm just asking him, how many Omegas has he got?
Oh God.
Why do you ask these questions?
Oh
well,
man.
because the Zetas
prepare
without
prepare
Omegas
to
are pretty
crap
much
thy
useless.
pants.
Yeah, prepare to be very, very envious, probably.
Ranger adult diapers for everyone when that number pops up.
Whose number?
Grande, why did we not pay you to be here?
Jesus Christ.
218 Omegas.
Hour early for me. Some of us eat lunch at different times, which means people come up to us in the middle of the stream and we have to mute the stream and go tell somebody to do something.
Ooh, he hasn't put any Zetas on Hermit Yoda.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love Hermit Zetas.
Yeah, that's
why aren't you telling him to do the one on Wampa instead?
Because I like Hermit Yoda better.
He could do the one on Wampa.
18 Omegas.
218.
Yeah, he could do the one on Omega on Wampa as well. I love Hermit Yoda personally, so and especially for the raid because he's looking for Sith raid stuff.
Look, apparently, Bimatsu has commitment issues. Okay,
he really does. Tits. I mean, this is the relationship you've started with Bimatsu. I'm worried. I mean, he's a hoarder.
Bimatsu is awesome. Leave him alone.
I know he is. What do you mean?
He's
I have
gonna
a can of
spam and somehow manage to get 10 more
hold on,
Zetas.
Finn. Hold on. I'm more committed.
He's like the Loki of Zetas. He's gonna eat
hold
spam
on,
and get
hold
more
on,
Zetas.
Finn. Hold on. I'm committed to Bimatsu. I have a freaking can of spam that sits behind my head every damn stream. So don't even play games.
Bimatsu is one of my oldest friends in the game.
Yeah, we love Bimatsu.
Nope.
Yeah, Bimatsu is very old.
No, I mean the longest time I've had a relationship with him, and we're friends on Facebook, and I don't even go on Facebook.
Who does anymore? I hate Facebook. God, I pop in once in a while just to see what's up, but I can't stand it.
Apparently, there's a Star Wars group on Facebook that has like 50,000 members.
Oh, good for them. Too much.
Well,
trash
maybe
goes
with the
on
bounty
Facebook.
hunter
I can't do it.
rework, he'll be spending some of those.
Yeah, I think some bounty hunters may get a Zeta. I would say Hermit Yoda was definitely a good investment with Zetas.
Snap for Wampa.
I really like Hermit Yoda. I really
His
do.
his protection regen one is really nice. The one on his big heel, I think, is where he it adds plus 20%
I'm
protection.
2 or 3 territory battles away from finishing him to 7 stars. I think I've got him Gear 8 or Gear 9 right now, but I'm not getting gear. I'm staying focused. It's hard because sometimes like, oh, I really could use that gear. Nope, stay on target. Stay on target.
I am kind of jealous of his Gear 12 Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot.
It's really nice.
But yeah, I think I would go with Hermit Yoda personally.
Yeah, I would too.
And he's worth the Zetas, in my opinion. He's a really good character.
Mm-hmm.
Wampa is good too, so there's nothing wrong with Wampa.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
either.
Wampa either. He's really
second.
good too. Ronda's not wrong on that.
Mhm.
Wampa.
So I think one of those two.
You can see that
Has he done
his roster is geared heavily to the right characters up top that you really need, and not so much on the ancillary characters on the bottom. He's working his way down. So if you look at his main ones that are Gear 12 and stuff, those are really good characters that you can use that you really need. So this is how you do it right, folks. This is what a roster should look like.
Yeah, don't be like Grande Patron and have a Gear 11 Jedi console.
Nah, don't do that.
Well, Masu has been watching the show for a really long time, so
he's one of our very first very first subscribers and fans. Yeah, we love Masu.
And one of our first sponsors, I think.
Yeah,
Masu and Ewokin were our first two.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Ewokin and B. Oh, I remember those days, Finn. 5 people watching us, 10 people watching us, and we're
the good old days.
Good old days.
Yeah, we had 6 views.
6 views and technical difficulties through the first half of the video.
Yeah. Why isn't this working? Hold on, everybody.
Wait. Do you remember the time it got so bad that Stu actually turned on his computer and started streaming?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was just like Stu's face, and he's like, "Well, we had some trouble, guys, and now I'm streaming." And Stu didn't even have his game up or nothing. It was just Stu's face.
Look what's going on, guys. I'm playing some guitar.
It was just Stu's face, like full screen. That's all it was.
Yeah, I remember. Those were early days. All right. So we've done a couple of whale reviews here.
Yes, we have.
So part of this, I know everyone is kind of wondering, like, what are they needing help with, right? Everyone is at different stages of the game, and it's always a good idea to kind of see where they are, right? You want to know where you're heading to, so you know kind of how to build it. Even if you're free to play, right? I look at Masu's roster, and it gives me an idea about how I should build my roster. I shouldn't be focusing too much on like the lower characters. I don't say Zeta's nearly as, but it gives you ideas on what you should build your roster to. That's kind of the whole point. So we'll do some other roster reviews during the week too. Don't worry. We're just doing some whale ones in between because we did have some that requested it, and we don't turn away anyone if they're looking for any kind of help. So
I think I asked for my roster review like 6 months ago.
Yeah, but you did. Yeah, but we don't like you, so
we're doing it.
I don't even remember.
I don't like you.
Needed help with.
He doesn't like you either. You
didn't write anything you needed help with. You just wrote your name on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I guess I'm going to have to get on the show and tell you what I need help with.
That's right, Grande.
Better get ready. All right, let's do some questions now.
Yeah. Enough about Grande and 218 Omegas and my God.
You ready, Sanely?
Yeah.
All right.
Nathaniel Miller, question: have you seen the new Bounty Hunter reworks and contracts? They're pretty impressive and make them viable in the Sith Triumvirate raid.
Yep, we talked about it. It's pretty nice.
We're in agreement there. Next question.
Revenator, question: what hints can you give us as to why Grande is excited and about what RSG is releasing at 2 p.m.?
Subscribe to our channel and wait for 2 p.m.
Yeah, so at 2 p.m. we have a big cool thing coming out. So you guys need to subscribe to know what's happening at 2 p.m.
Make sure you pay special attention to the thumbnail of the video.
and pay no attention to the finity behind the curtain.
Make sure you pay special attention to the thumbnail of the video. I worked real hard on that.
It's true.
Is it a remake of The Wizard of Oz?
2 p.m., Mike. 2 p.m. Eastern time.
I
In about
was
an
the
hour.
king of the forest.
You have like an hour.
Would you fight a hippopotamus? I dare him from top to
I know you're an
bottom.
old man, Mike, but stay up long enough to be awake in an hour. Don't take your no-dos or take something so you can be awake.
All right, next question.
Trevor Christensen, question: what Bounty Hunter rework are you most excited for? IG-88 lead with IPD, anyone? Loving the kit for Bossk, too. New nickname maybe Crocodile.
So, which is the one that gives stacking defense or stacking tenacity down?
That was IG-88.
Yep.
That's the kit that kit in particular, I'm kind of excited for.
Right, because in the Sith Triumvirate raid, they keep getting stacking tenacity, and that will help counteract it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the problem, though. It didn't say whether it works on raid bosses or not. So,
Possibly, but maybe not the raid bosses.
We'll
but
have to
those
see.
ads and stuff, and where you're just burning them and getting all the contract bonuses and stuff.
Grim makes a good point.
I mean, if it affects the raid bosses, that's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
However, knowing CG not liking us using debuffs in the Sith raid,
Well, maybe this is their way of saying,
I hate being a buzzkill.
No, you make a legitimate point. I mean,
no, it's huge. It's a huge point. Here's the biggest thing. You got to read between the lines.
oh, Nathaniel Miller says in the podcast they specifically said IG's payout does work on the raid bosses.
Well, you know what?
Oh, well, I say it corrected.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. And when you get the data mine, and when you get view mechanics on swgoh.gg, this is why we wait for Zeta,
That's right,
gentlemen and ladies.
Yes, cautiously
Not
optimistic.
like
Next question.
Bimatsu wait. Right? Let's be clear.
Cautiously optimistic. Next question.
Yeah, if you got an extra 2 or 3, you wait a day or two. Let's get all the mechanics up on GG. I mean, do you guys all remember how there was a bunch of people saying that the Palpatine rework was garbage? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like the first couple of days, and you got a couple of...
Or Ahsoka was the most amazing character ever.
Or Ahsoka was the most amazing character ever. And you
Or
need to put
Nihilus's lead was great.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now that we have some people who like to put some trollish crap out there because of whatever reason. I'll leave it to your opinion, but I think you know what most people who know me know what my opinion is.
They hate you.
Wait. Don't
Cautiously optimistic.
That's right.
Don't listen to people who come down like Moses off the mountain and start telling you that this is awesome and that's awesome. Wait.
Grande,
Just wait. Yeah.
are you telling people don't count their chickens?
I'm telling you. This is exactly what I'm telling them to do. We have come full circle after a Grande chicken joke. It always happens.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
No, yeah, I love it. By the way, if you'll wait until 2 p.m., you might understand why I love it even more. But anyway.
Next question. Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, I think I am gonna make Finity die of laughter in about 5 minutes. He almost hasn't been able to control himself since last night.
No, I haven't. All right, let's get to the next question.
Bing NKC question: how do you think new ship rework will affect top 20 fleet shard? I've worked on them from day one and had a 150k ship GP advantage in my shard.
Then you'll still have an advantage.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Really, we've seen. We all know what's happening with ships, but we got to see how it affects things. We don't know yet, right? It could be positive or it could be negative. We just don't. We don't have enough information from. We just don't. So to make a judgment call about whether it's good or bad, I want to.
It's twofold. I think it's twofold.
Well,
listen to this guy. This guy has always been 150k. Or 250k above all of his opponents. For that particular player, he's going to be just fine. For some of us that are in a shard where it's the top 50, top 100 players that are very competitive, it's going to be very competitive still.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that, but we don't know yet. So let's kind of see how it plays out. I don't want to make a judgment on it until I see it and play around with it and see the reworks and everything. And I mean, I'm excited for the reworks.
Optimistic.
Yeah, cautiously optimistic. I want to see what I like what I'm seeing, but again, until you play around with something and really work out the kinks, you just don't know. So let's.
So much. I couldn't agree with Ranger more. It's so easy for something to look awesome or look terrible on paper, and then when you actually play around with it, you're pleasantly surprised that it actually works the other way.
No.
Or you get pissed off. And you have 4 of us on here ranting about it.
Well, mainly me.
Or to pull a comment from a developer, like they said, when they intend on releasing something, they have a few different intentions for that release, but then once we get a hold of it, it becomes a whole new thing.
Yep.
Murphy's
law, man. You got to think Murphy's law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. You can't predict everything.
I thought that was Ranger's law.
No, that's Murphy's law. Don't even play Grande. That's Audie Murphy's law. We don't mess around with Audie Murphy.
That's a great comparison.
See, what you guys should do though
Murphy's law.
Is
Murphy raw?
No, Grande, that's wrong. Grande, shut up. Next question, please.
Mr. Pennypinch, question: has anyone seen the excellent drop rates for Omegas on Cantina farming? Got 2 in a row. Shared a screenshot with Grande in Discord. Thought you guys would love to know that.
Yeah, I've been seeing some improvements on Omega drops and Zetas. I've been getting more Zetas with the events. I don't have any data to back that up, but just me personally, I don't know about you guys. I've been seeing more drops and Zetas and Omegas and stuff.
No joke. I think
even on the regular Omega thing in the challenges, I've been getting more Omegas and stuff. So I'm like, hey, okay.
Well,
I don't know. I haven't.
If it was 0.0001% of the time, and they changed it to 0.0002% of the time, that's a 50% increase in Omega drops. I mean, we'd be excited.
I've been farming both of those, the Zetas and the Omegas, for a while, and I haven't really noticed much of a change. But then again, I guess I have good luck.
Are you farming them on a Cantina node?
Death Troopers node.
And you haven't seen an increase in drops on Omegas or that kind of stuff.
It's pretty much stayed the same for me.
Well, let me tell you, Graham, you need to do that when you're in the upstairs bathroom with your left leg crossed over your right leg while you're on the toilet.
That's how you poop, Grande? No wonder you have problems.
And that's how it's Grande.
Or restart your phone.
Yeah. They call me Mr. PP Pinch when I'm up there doing that.
So in other words, what you're saying is I have to do the old school how to get cable to come in correctly on your TV. You got to hold the antenna this one way and hold your tongue out the side of your mouth at the certain direction.
It's all about superstitions, right? I mean, I used to have a friend who played this game for a long time. He would always upgrade a mod while he was sitting on the Stormtrooper Han screen. Because if he was sitting on the Stormtrooper Han screen, it would roll speed. But if he was sitting on any other screen, it wouldn't roll speed. So he'd always scroll down to Stormtrooper Han, find them up, and then upgrade it from there. It was just his thing.
This may be the worst tangent we've ever had with a question. Next question, please.
Yes, I know. Grande sucks today.
Paul Morgan, question, would it be better to try and finish the ship challenges before they change the mode of play?
It's a known value now. Absolutely. Finish the challenges now. Don't wait until later. But if nothing else, when you're a veteran, elder player, you could say, back in my day, we used to do challenges like this.
Well, that's how Grande uses
finish
it
it now.
now.
I still say that about Hermit Yoda.
No, that's true.
Or Grandmaster
I say it
Yoda.
about Hermit Yoda. I finished Hermit Yoda.
Grandmaster Yoda.
Grandmaster Yoda.
Grandmaster Yoda. Grandmaster Yoda, when Grandmaster Yoda was freaking hard as hell. And like the day after I did it, they nerfed it and made it super easy.
That's right.
Next question.
Addix Mathma, question, when do the Bounty Hunter reworks go live?
Tomorrow.
Soon, TM.
Yep, soon to
Yep. Nathaniel Morgan, question, what's the difference between the bonuses described in the contract and the payout?
The bonus, from what I was seeing, the bonus is for all bounty hunters. The payout is for the character, the individual character.
That's correct.
At least that's what it sounded like in the descriptions.
And
I could be wrong.
And you won't be able to borrow a hero that's a bounty hunter for this rework, which is interesting. So you can't have two bounty hunter leaders at the same time. That won't be until the next update, TU14.
That's science.
TU12.
Well, I thought we're TU12 now.
No, we're TU11.
We're TU11, so we'll be TU12, so it won't be until TU13 that you get the new one.
Mm-hmm.
That you get to borrow a bounty hunter as a hero.
Or they didn't really state how the contracts work correctly. Like, it might be the bounty hunters gain those when they're attacking the targeted enemies, and the payout is for all the bounty hunters. You know, they didn't really state on who gets what.
Hopefully that little Twi'lek chick will come into the game again and come out from behind the bar. Cozy Poo, come out from behind the bar and explain it to us when we get the update.
Should tell you
We'll get a little finger tap through.
Okay. We need to wrap it up here because we're at the end. But I'm going to read one question that just came in from Addix. Addix Mathma wrote, Grande always used to have a friend. Where do they all go?
What? I used to have a friend.
You always start off with I used to have a friend. That he's asking where do they all go?
Well, he's still my friend. He just doesn't play the game anymore. That's all. He's retired. But I still text him every once in a while. I used to have a friend. I have no feelings anymore either because Ranger has killed them all.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me for your problems.
Ranger has insulted me so many times that I've lost all feelings. I am just a heartless, soulless individual, Addix Mathma.
You're kind of making his point there, Ranger.
Yeah.
All right, let's end the stream.
All right, guys. So this is the lunch stream. Glad to have you all here. If you like what you see, make sure you like and subscribe, and you can listen to us if you're not listening to this live after it's done by watching us on YouTube or you can watch us by downloading us off of iTunes Store as a podcast. We have a big event coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern, so the best way to know about it is to be subscribed, and you will see what we were talking about. I'm very excited for it. One of many things to be coming down the pipe, so you need to be subscribed to know what's going on. And then see, we're going to do some Battlefront 2 more streams tonight, and then tomorrow we'll have the lunch stream again, and then we've got the Wednesday night show, which I'm sure will be just jam-packed with a buttload of things. So best way to know is just stay subscribed. You know, that's the way you can see us playing all these games and get all the information for all these games. So but yeah, thank everybody for joining us in chat. If you have more questions, join us in our Discord. It's set up for you guys specifically for that reason. So if we didn't get to one of your questions here, then just come to the community. You got over 1,000 people in there, and they are there to specifically help you with your Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes questions. We have people from the top guilds, the middle guilds, and all the guilds below, but it doesn't matter because we all love this game, and everybody has good insight on what you should do and stuff like that. So that's what it's there for, and most of the time, some of our best players get to the questions of people before we even get a chance. So, so if you want to, just join the Discord. The link is down below. So on behalf of myself, the French Tickler, Grande Patron, the Mechanic Grim, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman, the Apprentice, Sanely Red, Xylo. Xylo, you didn't say much today.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just more of a speak when spoken to kind of thing today.
Yeah, Grande, he's a turd. And then the and then the man across the pond, Mike Hunt.
I didn't say much either.
Well, no, you did actually. What you said mattered. Was so great.
Also, too, I put up a new video on some of the Sith Raid stuff since I did my first heroic with MC2 the other day, and just wanted to say thanks for you guys and MC2 again too. Appreciate all that.
Yep, it'll be in 1 hour, guys. So 2 p.m. Eastern. And then if you're in a different time zone, then you do the math. So Central would be 1, Mountain would be 2, Pacific would be 3.
12. Mountain will be 12.
Huh?
Mountain will be 12, not 2.
What are you talking about?
You're going
Mountain
backwards.
time zone will be 12.
What did I say, 2?
You said 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant just go an hour back.
Yeah, see, this is why you calculated and don't have Ranger do it.
I gave the caveat. Don't, you know. So, all right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. We will holler at you later. So, peace, and we'll see you the next time we're on. Later.